Hello, and thank you for joining me for another Day with the Dog. Today's special guest is Rocco. Rocco is the sweetest little old man. He has been living at the shelter since June of 2007. We estimate that he was probably about a year and a half old when he came, so that makes him about 13 and a half now. He's a great dog, and he's overdue for a home. The first thing we did on our day out was take Rocco to get all spiffied up. So we took him to a dog wash that was being held as a benefit. He got to meet people and other dogs, and he had a great time. He seemed to pretty well enjoy his bath. He liked having someone touching him and rubbing on him. He got along just fine with the other dogs. He's a very friendly little guy, and he's also very quiet. He wasn't barking or anything. He was very, very well behaved. After his bath, we went to go see my groomer at Lulu's Groom and Board. They have a shop cat who actually lives there at the grooming place. And Merlin is so used to dogs that he's the perfect cat to cat test dogs. The groomer also has a young son who has been taught to respect animals and how to behave properly, so he makes a really good child tester for dogs. So I took Rocco there, and he got to meet the cat Merlin, and he had interest. He sniffed at Merlin, but once he realized that Merlin was not going to pet him, he lost interest quickly. He liked the child. He really did, but he's not one to seek children. I've had other dogs who just love kids, seek children out because they really want to be around them. Rocco isn't like that. He's fine with children. He will let a child pet him. He's sweet, but he doesn't go out of his way to find them. After the cat and child testing, Rocco needed his nails done. He wasn't very sure about it, but he was great. He really just viewed it as an excuse to get cuddled. After the groomer, we took him to get something to eat. I took him to Black and Brew, my favorite restaurant, and I got him a hamburger. Once again, he loved everybody who crossed his path. He was great. After lunch, we headed over to the Petco. There's always a person there who's willing to pet a dog and to test the people friendliness of a dog, and this was no exception. There are usually other dogs as well, so we got to see Rocco with a couple more dogs, and he's fine. He can be a little bossy, which is really common for a small dog, but he's really good with them. He's never aggressive. And again, he loved every person that came near him. He's a very affectionate little dog. And he is little. He's only 23 pounds. We weighed him at Petco. After Petco, we went to Tractor Supply. The cashier always keeps a bag of treats so she can give them to dogs that come into the store. I knew that Rocco would want a treat. Again, he was so gentle, so well behaved. He is an incredibly sweet and kind little dog. He has so much love inside of him and no one to give it to. Do you think you're maybe the person for Rocco? I really hope he finds his person soon. He needs a family. If you think you are the right person for Rocco, I'm leaving information in the description on how to contact Ravenwood's Animal Sanctuary and some of the volunteers about adopting him. And don't forget that if you like, share, comment, subscribe, interact with this video, it tells YouTube that people actually are interested in these videos, which makes YouTube more likely to recommend them to other viewers. The more people who see these dogs, the more likely these dogs are to actually find their home. Thank you so much for joining us on another day with a dog. I'll see you back here another day and with another dog.